All right, guys. So I'm going to show you how to use Desmos Graphing if you're not familiar with it. Today, some of you guys don't have the TI Inspire calculator at home, the yellow calculator, and so I'm going to show you how to use the Desmos Graphing to help you with the class notes, right? So let's type in Desmos Graphing. See graphing, right? And it pops up. Um, Graphing calculator. Okay, and you're right there. And so I'm just going to show you two graphs and different features that we're going to use, right? So I'm going to enter the function y equals x squared. I'm going to type in y equals x, and then I use shift 6 to get the upside down v to put my exponent in, and that's it. I hit enter. So that's my first graph right there. And then for me to add another graph, sometimes it gives you the space to write the next graph, or you may have to hit the plus sign. Okay, so here it gives me, and my next graph I'm gonna put is x squared plus 4, right? So y equals x, and then my shift 6 to get that upside down v, put my exponent. Now I want plus 4, so I'm going to click right there because the cursor was next to the 2 plus 4. All right, and you can see my graph comes up. So the red graph is my parent function for y equals x squared, and the new graph x squared plus 4 is the blue graph. So you can see it shift 4 units up on the y-axis. All right. A couple things about this graph, the blue graph. You can see the blue graph, it does not cross the x-axis. And because of that, it's not going to have any zeros or x-intercept or solution, right? It's just not going to. And so that's one way we can look at it. Also, you can look at the x and y values. In fact, I'm going to add one more graph, okay? Let's see if okay, add one more graph. And let's go with y equals to x shift. I put my 2 for my exponent. The cursor is next to 2. I don't want it right there, so I click somewhere in the space. I'm gonna put -4. Okay. Now, so look at the green graph now. You can see now the green graph crosses the x-axis, right? So it has solution, all right? It is -2 and 2, or we can say the zeros are -2 and 2. Let's look at the tables now. You can see the x and y values, right? If you go to this little wheel right here and click on it, it gives you this little table, right? You can click on it and it gives you the table for each graph. I want to look at the green graph because I want to show you something. Okay. Now, if you notice now, at this x-intercept, right, the y value is 0. But look at the table too. You can tell on the table, right, for the y values, whenever y is 0 on the y values, the corresponding x value is your x-intercept. So it's 2, 0, right? This 0 is a y value that's over here. And for this point right here, right, y is 0 and x is -2. So that's how you can that's how you can tell from a table, right, if what is the x-intercepts for the graph or the solution by looking at the y values. And if there's 0 over here, then you know the corresponding x value is your x-intercept. All right, and I think that's all it is. That's all we're going to be doing, today in class with the calculator. So if you can pull up Desmos, you can follow along with that too. All right.